Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you're new here, welcome and grab a seat. If you're returning, thank you and welcome back. In today's video, it's so interesting because we all love to do this, and especially ladies. It's about online shopping and how you can make your shopping swift without too much of a hassle and do the right choices. So stay tuned so that we get to know all these tips. And so today I'm going to share with you the tips and tricks of how you can shop online like a pro. And prior to knowing this, I had so many mistakes that I used to share with you so that you don't do the same mistake, or maybe if you have done those mistakes, you won't do them again. So tip number one, do your research. It's important to know the store that you want to buy from, the website, and all that. So you need to do your research prior to going and shopping. I know it's very exciting to just, think of buying something and you just want to hop in and just buy without doing so much research. But it's important to just do your research and know where you want to shop, and that can save you a ton of money, time, and so that you can't do any mistakes. When you're doing your research, you have to check the company, the store, the website. Is it legitimate and all that? So that helps you to, avoid a lot of those small mistakes, or shop and then you lose your money, because many a times there are those scammy websites that just, pop up and you want to shop. You see very nice pictures, you want to buy from them, but they end up not existing. Tip number two, you need to know your measurements. You need to know your measurements, you need to know your sizes, like exact size. Like myself, if I'm buying anything that, like clothes, I need to know if it's a pant, I need to know what size I'm wearing. And if I'm not very sure about that store, because probably it's from a country that, their sizes are a bit different, I will look for either what is the US size or European size or UK size. So that way you're able to know if it's a size UK, you pick probably 10, or if it says, whatever. So you need to really know about your measurements. And also on the issue of the size, you also have to check and make sure if it's a small fitting or a high fitting. All those things, you need to put them in consideration, guys. And another thing, you also have to have your tape measure at home. It's like, I don't know, €1 or $1 something. So the tape measure really helps, especially when I shop from like clothing stores online. Like my favorite is Shein. When I shop from them, I really make sure to check my measurements, so I confirm. So if it's a size medium, I will go ahead and do my measurements, and they show you the measurements. So what you do, you will just go in there and check your size that matches the measurements that they have over there. So you check the size that is similar to your measurements that you can. Tip number three, you need to get a list of what you want to buy. Many times when shopping online, you think, okay, maybe I know, or maybe I've seen a picture and I think I need this thing. So you will just go ahead and buy, and you just put in the cart, and before you know it, you have a ton of stuff. Probably some of them you don't need, but you will end up buying if you don't have a list. But when you have a list, it saves you money, time, and sometimes even just buying things that you won't need. So another tip is shipping. You also have to keep in mind that shipping costs can vary from country to country, from country of origin of the product and your country where you reside. So you also have to put that in consideration, because also custom duty differs. So when you're buying an item, you have to check what is the shipping arrangement. Are you paying for it, or it's free? And also another thing, for the custom, you have to check, if I buy this product, is it paid for? That's why it's important, because every website there is customer service that you can ask those questions. So before you just hop and pay, it's important to check on the all those information, like check how much it may cost you to buy that product and how much it can be the custom how much it can cost you for shipping, and also custom duty if there is any, because there's some website like Amazon that you don't have to pay for custom fees if the product has been indicated. So it's always important to check that beforehand so that you don't get the product and once it arrives in your country of residence, you cannot pick it, or the charges are too much. So really it doesn't make any logic to buy it from a different country. Probably you can get it locally from your country. Also on shipping, you have to know the shipping time. It's very important to know the shipping time, guys, especially probably you are shopping for a particular occasion. If you need the product soon, you have to check the shipping time. Sometimes we get so lured, we see, wow, it's really a good deal, that the price is, you know, the best, it's quite a bargain, you go ahead and buy, and then you see later when you check on your inbox that this product is going to take probably 90 days or 60 days, and probably you wanted this product soon enough. So it's important to check on the shipping time, shipping cost, and the custom. I know people don't like to hear this, but it's important. Also, if you can, once you have your cart ready, just move away from it, take some time, do your things, and then come back later and see if whatever you put in your cart is really important. Most times you have put unnecessary stuff because of the excitement. Again, you know, online shopping comes with a lot of excitement, and once you check, you counter check your cart, mostly you'll find that there are a few things that you don't need, and you end up with the things that you will need. The last tip, guys, it's very important to check on this. Check on the reviews. The reviews are very important. Let's say you get into a store and you want to buy you want to buy a black dress, and you have to see, you scroll down and see what are the reviews. I like to buy stuff that have at least a 3-star and above, because it gives me a bit of confidence, because people have good reviews on it, or they're giving their own honest opinion about the product. I will just go ahead and also check the 2-star and probably 1-star. Why are they giving the bad reviews also on the same store, so that I know why are they giving these bad reviews. Sometimes it's an eye-opener when you check on the bad reviews as well, so that you get to know what probably you might not have, because everybody, when they pick something, when they buy something, when it's delivered to them, they go ahead and put their reviews. But maybe someone has taken time, they've given their reviews after 2 weeks. It's important to check that and see. So maybe the ones who are giving the lower the other bad reviews are guys who have had experience of the item, and they know exactly how the item is performing, and that's why they come back and give their reviews. So it's important to check that, as well as also important to check on the good reviews, and generally check on the store, the reviews of the store. If it is in percentage, you have to check, let's say I like to check, let's say 95% or 90% and above. That gives me a bit of confidence, and then I check how many people they have served in that store, because that way I'm able to know, okay, a ton of people who have come back and given their honest reviews, and I think now I can be able to go ahead and purchase this item. So I think you learned something today. I hope to see you in my next video. If you enjoyed this kind of video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and I'm going to give you, that gives me a lot of motivation to give you more content, and very valuable content. So don't forget also to turn on the notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. Thank you, guys.